Everybody is talking about what doxing is and not talking about the signs to look for. Some people are very much so confused on how a person can detect that their information is at risk to be exposed. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Person that is attempting to dox your information is not going to sit on a public platform on Facebook, on TikTok, YouTube, or any of the socials and say, yeah, I got your personal information. Almost like you have to be able to have discernment, insight, intuition, and knowledge of what this person is alluding to because they leave little breadcrumbs to have your attention. It's a damn shame that it feels like content creators these days on YouTube, especially in the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector, have to protect their opinions as if we are under some type of dictatorship. It's our God-given rights, our constitutional right to have freedom of speech. Stay with me. Doxing, what that feels like, what it looks like. What would a victim detect first before they have hardcore evidence? What would get their attention? What will alarm them? It's simple. Let's read. Typically, someone doxes another person out of anger, spite, jealousy, or other malicious reasons. Many notable celebrities and public figures have been doxed and suffered embarrassment and personal exposure after their personal information was posted online. It works when someone harvests data breadcrumbs, as I stated, which I hadn't even read through this article, but I've seen some things that was very vital to what I'm talking about today. But anyways, it continues. It says that by combing through the internet and other sources, as I stated on my TikTok, they could use obituaries. They can use your LinkedIn profile. Back to the breadcrumbs. By combing through the internet and other sources and then combining all the information they gathered. And I said on my TikTok, I used to find people who did not want to be found. That's what I did for a living. Okay. So I know about the TLO, peoplesearch.com. I cannot for the life of me right now. And it's all because I'm trying to do this video. I'm almost sure. But by the time I get done, I'm going to remember the name of this search engine. But it's one search engine where all you need is a person's social or first and last name, and it'll pull up what they have in their name credit-wise. People, if they don't want to be found by creditors, they will report to this search engine to have them removed. But I cannot think of it right now. Sometimes doxers use cyber criminal techniques to gather information such as phishing emails. You know what phishing is, right? Those fake emails. And they pretty much bait you to click so that they can get all of your information. And you typically want to report those as soon as you see them. Okay. I had to do a course on that. But anyways, phishing is what it's called with a P. Social engineering is when they gain somebody's trust in order to get someone else's information, private information. Government and other public records is an excellent source. As I stated before, man in the middle tactics are used to collect private data by intercepting an online connection. Social media stalking is another way perpetrators collect personal details. Reverse lookups, that's another one. Of course, we have IP address tracking and packet sniffing. The reason why it bothers me so much that Queen Sheba is going through this is because it could be any of us, just contingent on our opinions. There is a commenter, a subscriber that's being sued or suing someone because her identity was leaked online. So it could be any of us, y'all. That's why it bothers me. It bothers me as if it is one of us. And also the downside to also being doxing, which you should know by now, is the person's career, reputation, their socials could be stolen, and people can use their socials for whatever reason. We know that people are purchasing these CPNs at an all-time high at this point. And some of those CPNs are not just CPNs. They are somebody else's social. So I don't know. It just bothers me. Going back to how you know you are probably at risk at being doxxed. I want to say I'm not an attorney. I just do commentary as I see fit on trending topics and things that's going on in these YouTube streets that I feel notable for us to talk about. And I want to educate people who feels like Queen Sheba does not have a legitimate reason to be concerned. Here we go. How do you know, or what are some signs to indicate that you have been doxxed? You notice your personal information about you showing up online. People start mentioning things about you that they normally wouldn't know. Okay. You receive a Google alert that your name or information has shown up online. You received threatening messages from someone. I remember when I had to skip trace on somebody, that's what we called it in my line of business that I was in. When we had to skip trace, we would literally look through your neighbors. If your neighbor stayed in the same complex as you, and especially if they was next door, we had to utilize that as a skipping tool to find you. Obituaries were really a really good source. I can't even tell you how many times I was able to hunt somebody down using an obituary. Sad to say, but that's the technique that this company that I work for used. Hello is one of those platforms that you have to have clearance to use. So I don't think people would have access to that. LexisNexis. I could not think of it earlier, but that's the platform I was trying to remember earlier when I was trying to explain the different platforms that people may use to locate you. Now, I've been on TikTok a while, and I just want to share this with y'all because I need y'all to know how dangerous this is. I remember when I first got on the platform, I wish I could find a video. Hold on. You guys are going to go over and do your own due diligence by finding T. Nathan on TikTok, but this is T. Nathan from TikTok, and he was an activist that went to jail. By the way, let him know that I sent y'all. But anyways, this is T. Nathan. He started off as an activist. He still is an activist online. There's some things he got into a lot. Let me say this before y'all go do y'all due diligence. He got into a lot of back and forth. If I remember correctly, there was a YT woman that did not take kindly to a lot of things that T. Nathan was exposing online, and she was once a part. Crazy enough to say, she was a part of his team, if I remember, but she became so obsessed with this guy, in my opinion, and began to leak certain information about him. I'm trying to remember this from 2021, so I may have some things incorrect, but I do remember him having a record, and I do remember him having a warrant. However, these people would not have known had they not went searching for it. They continue to call the police on this man. Tried to get him off the platform by any means necessary, especially with him going viral. Oh, they didn't like that. Now, did I agree with everything that T. Nathan did in retaliation to some things that was being said to him online? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just using him as an example, y'all. But they called the police so much that he eventually did go to prison on some 5 to 6 year old charges. This black therapist, so she went viral telling black men that they needed therapy. Some people became so upset that they called her job over and over again, got her fired, but that wasn't enough. She lost her job for telling men to go to therapy. I understand that this content creator is very controversial, and, you know, she's just not everybody's cup of tea, but I have to be honest with you guys because you guys are supporting my channel, so I have to give my real, honest opinions about things, right? Some things that Peach McIntyre do, I just shake my head. Will I report her channel? Will I attack her page, her content? Will I stop her back? No. It's not that type of party over here. Now, her catchphrase is, that lady got 7 kids. That's how she became popular across social. Became intrigued about her story. She's very raw. However, some people take issue to how raw she has become. They decided to call CPS on this woman literally every other day. CPS is at her door. Although she has pretty much corroborated every time the CPS officers have shown up, they continue to show up every other day. Imagine what that does to her children. People care? No. Imagine disliking a person so much that you think that you're protecting the kids by calling CPS every other day on this black woman, okay? But you're calling CPS every day to get the kids removed, only to traumatize those same children. I just don't agree with it. Do I really have to get into the story about Shay? So Shay became popular because of a video she did some years back in the Apple store dancing. She's online, but I remember watching a video. People hate her so much, y'all. But, and it's so sad to watch. It really hurt my feelings because leave people alone. Let's just leave them alone. If you don't like them, why are you watching them? I don't get it. The doxing. Why is it dangerous? So Shay, I remember one time she was sitting in Burger King, minding her business on live, talking to the people that want to talk to her. Casual day. And then all of a sudden, the manager walks over and say, hey, you got to leave. I'm not sure how these people were able to locate this woman so quickly, but they did. Even went as far as to calling CPS so much on her that she actually did get her kids removed. They called so much. And as I stated, she was sitting in Burger King. She wasn't even at home. And those people were able to dox her and find her at Burger King where she was removed. Since then, her life has really spiraled. If they felt like she was spiraling before, she is definitely down a downward spiral, in my opinion. Felt like she was drinking a lot on live, and she's probably drinking even more now that her kids are gone. But I knew it had went too far when I saw people going into her home after she was evicted. I can't remember exactly. I think they said they went through a window and they started recording the home in which she lived in. And it's just, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this to each other? So as Queen Sheba stated, she has people around her to protect her if need be, if things get a little hectic. But what about those who just don't understand how social media works? I'm noticing there are older women now that's commentating, creating YouTube channels and stuff. They may not really truly understand how dark the internet can be. I know for one, I have to overly explain this to my, elders in my family, just how sick the internet can become. If you ask me, for the outsiders that don't even watch the show, this is a bad look on Love and Marriage Huntsville as a collective. All of us who commentate on Love and Marriage Huntsville and those who support the show and the cast members, the whole production, the whole 9 yards. This has gotten so grossly dark, it's not even funny no more. Like, none of this has been funny for a long time, which is why I started switching up my commentary to begin with. Seeing where this was headed, and it was headed nowhere fast. Especially when Maurice started to sue content creators and Carlos King began to strike channels allegedly. Like, I was like, oh no, ain't nobody got time for that. You see your content creators switching to different platforms. This is why in the near future I can see where there's a fee. There's going to have to be an upfront fee, a subscription or something for us to be able to even voice our opinions and give y'all entertainment. I truly hope y'all support that. I truly do. I really hope that you would follow your favorite content creators and support them by subscribing, because there's a price to pay. As you see, the recent news of the content creator, I think her name is Insight Reality. Damn, I had to pull her picture up. It's Reality Insights. Damn, my dyslexia is showing up or something. I'm sorry. But her name is Reality Insights, and she said that she was recently struck. Matter of fact, I think she said she was struck 30 damn times. This is the thing. There should be some type of policy, strict policy on these platforms to protect us. If you want us to utilize your platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, got to tighten up the security when it comes to content creators providing commentary, especially if they're not providing hurt, harm, or danger towards anybody, and they're just simply giving their opinion. And I created this YouTube channel in 2017. My first video was about Kanika Jenkins, I believe. At least that was my first video to go viral. I can remember content creators beefing, but it never went below the belt, or it never was a point where people felt like their addresses were being leaked. I do remember something with Lovely T's. If y'all watch her, Lovely T 2002, I remember her personal information, like her medical information, was leaked online. I believe that was Tasha K that did that. Don't quote me on that. But I remember it getting dirty like that, and then they backed off of each other and they kept it pushing and building their platforms. But I never thought that it would be a day where there is so much infighting because of people's opinions or support of somebody would cause them to be at risk after purchasing a product to support and patronize your damn business. I believe True T was the first one I heard say that it was going to be a problem with producers and cast members of shows began to build their platforms on YouTube. She was the first one that was ringing the alarm, because she knew if they got in our spaces, it was going to be complicated for content creators to freely give their opinions. And she was right. But this is Reality Insights. If y'all want to go give her a follow, definitely do support her channel. She's a small YouTuber, but she's growing. Reality Insight, I hope to tag you in this video if I can remember, but just know this. So you are fighting this strike, right? It's a blessing in disguise. You doing that video, calling out that one specific person, people are going to flock to your channel now. So it's a blessing in disguise. And because your channel is small and growing, you are in the beginning stages, so you can figure out, and you're getting ready to learn what bigger platforms had to learn later on in their building stages, as far as strike, copyright infringement. And not to pat myself on the back, I really have good discernment. I definitely feel like this is all gearing you up to be successful. Super unfortunate that people can't give their commentary without the fear of being struck. I do want to address a comment that was left under my video about Stormie STEELE and accusations surrounding her. Midway through my damn video, because I know she only watched a portion of that to type that and probably didn't finish off the video, but I said that I did not agree with Black Titanic going to Destiny's, no, I'm sorry, I keep calling Destiny Stormie and Stormie Destiny, but she went to Stormie's house, and I know y'all remember that situation. And as I stated in my last video, it's my unpopular opinion. But here we go. I have to reiterate this one more again. If I am not cool with someone having somebody's personal information contingent on them purchasing a product, if I'm not cool with somebody following people around in their home city, trying to hook up with their business partners and things, if I don't like the fact that Martell Holtz was showing up to dates that Melody Cherie Rogers was on, I most certainly did not like when that one content creator went to Destiny's open house just to get close to, you know what, I'm going to leave that for another day. But anyways, when, you know, that whole ordeal happened with Destiny, why in the fuck would I celebrate Black Titanic going to Destiny's, I'm sorry, see, I did it again, but going to Stormie's business when by then I knew that Black Titanic did not see it for Stormie? That is weird behavior to me. That's just weird to me. It don't have to be weird to you. I'm not here to persuade anybody of anything. I feel like she put herself in harm's way by doing that because we truly do not know these people. It has nothing to do with age at all. It just has everything for me to do with principle. Just because I don't like a person doesn't mean I can't put myself in their shoes. Now, do I agree with the lawsuit? Am I celebrating the lawsuit that Maurice has against content creators because of their opinion? And after they took down the commentary that he asked to be removed? Absolutely not. But that doesn't make me uncouth. That don't make me unintelligent. That don't make you right and me wrong. It just means we have a difference of opinions. And that's fine. But if somebody showed up to your business after talking about you online, about how they have a disdain for you, and they showed up and you did a video about it, I will be totally on your side because you just shouldn't do that. I'm not trying to bring up the past. I was just using it as an example as to where I stood as far as morale and principle. That's it. I don't want to see anybody get hurt because of social media or a punk ass show. I just wouldn't want to see that. I mean that I'm against Black Titanic. No, I want to see her win. Just like I want to see your ass win, even though you wrote that in my comments. But it's all good. Just don't have an envious, nasty, jealous bone in my body for nobody. However, I guarantee you that video will be used in this class action lawsuit. Speaks to Stormie's character, right? Before I get into this class action lawsuit, I want to say this as well because this was brought to my attention as well. When I was talking about Sherelle Hodges, right? And I was talking about the hit that was placed on her life by the Grayson woman. I had no idea that the Dearica, I think her name was Dearica Harrell, she actually was the first one, I believe, to sue Ashley Grayson for stalking and harassing her online. I won't say that it didn't cross my mind. It was like a fleeing thought when I watched Sherelle Hodges in real time go to court to see Ashley Grayson be convicted. But yeah, it was brought to my attention that the Dearica lady who sued, is it Ashley Grayson? The woman that was sued for the hit that was placed on a content creator. And Dearica Ashley knows Melody Cherie Rogers, allegedly. Back to this class action lawsuit. So the blogger True T, shout out to True T. She was the one to garner support for the content creators to be able to fight their charges against Maurice Scott. Some people just talk about it. True T, in my opinion, she's standing on business. Always. She is who she is online and offline. And that I appreciate. I can't tell you how much I hate a fucking phony ass person. It bothers the fuck out of me. Sorry for my language, but I just do. I just cannot stand no phony ass person. And you can tell True T ain't one of those. Crazy enough, I wanted to get a lawyer on my platform so that we can talk about this potential class action lawsuit, that they can give their expertise so nobody feel like we're bullying or harassing, because that's not what we do over here. We simply report what's trending. Don't bring hurt, harm, or danger towards anybody. And we stand for what's right, okay? And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and comment below your thoughts. But anyways, True T said, hey, y'all, I was on the phone today with a lawyer. If you have ever ordered anything from Canvas Beauty and never received your items and have proof, please contact me via Instagram, Miss True T, or it's Miss_True T, or email truet911@gmail.com. If you feel that you have been scammed by Canvas Beauty in any way and have the receipts to prove it, meaning emails, texts, whatever. Send it to me. Thank you to the ones that already have. If you have ordered from Canvas Beauty, period, please contact me. Can someone also ask Melody MC to contact me? Melody MC was a part of the Cake Gate. If you or anyone else you know have been harassed by Anthony Lofty's, this is her words, not to bully or harass, this is me reading verbatim her words. But if you have been harassed in any way and have receipts, please contact me ASAP. I already know about misdiagnosis. She and I are in contact. Thank you. I think Stormie joined in 2022. There are complaints dating back to 2021. These complaints can be found on the BBB website. Though Stormie claimed that some of these were fraudulent claims, most of the complaints echo one another. You'll see. You heard me say prior to her joining Love and Marriage Huntsville, people were already complaining. I was even shocked to see the many complaints on Canvas Beauty. On BBB website, they rated her a F. It's not me making up anything. This is not me wanting to see her fail. This isn't any of that. These are facts. You can go see this yourself in the many lawsuits that she's been in. You can look those up as well. Everybody can't be lying. And I always say, if you hear something over and over again about yourself, you need to check within yourself. Stop looking outward to blame people for your shortcomings. Just fix whatever's broken within you, especially if it's interrupting your everyday life and your business. Some people just do not like to hear criticism. I will say this. I am a commentator. I'm a content creator. I am sensitive about my shit. I am. I can be very sensitive, especially when my apps and shit and my microphone give me hell. Like when I'm thinking I'm recording clear as day and then I go back and listen to the video and there's a video playing over my damn ass talking. I be so upset. Then when people call it out in the comments, really piss me off because don't you know I hear that? I'm just saying. You will never hear anybody online saying that I bullied them, I harassed them, attempting to dox them, I talk negatively about their children. That's just not who I am on or off this app. Something tells me this lawsuit will cause Love and Marriage Huntsville to take a major pause. May not completely pull the plug, but they're definitely going to pause for a second. I feel like I've been talking too much, so it's your time to talk. Tell me what your thoughts and opinions is below. Also, understand, I just don't cover Love and Marriage Huntsville. I cover other things too, like Diddy, The Dream, and Tamar Braxton. I cover other topics when I get a chance. For those saying, all y'all do is talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. No, we don't. We talk about other things, but y'all don't click the video to see what we're talking about. So I'm telling you in advance, there may be other content that pop up on your notification. If you hit the notification bell, go ahead, listen in, see what you think, then comment below. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the comments. Bye.
Warning.